Welcome, people. Thank you for joining Adrienne. We're in the office area because today we've got leopard print on the mind, and I wanted to share it with y'all. Okay, I'm going to start off with outfit of the day. I have on a square neck, shorter t-shirt, and in Hawaii, we would have called this red dirt. There's actually a t-shirt company in Hawaii that used red dirt from an area of Hawaii that's known for its red dirt and dyed all of their t-shirts in the red dirt and sold them plain or printed. Huge, huge thing in Hawaii, red dirt. So I'm calling my shirt red dirt. I have my hair in pigtails with leopard print, little hair scrunchie, little elastic ties up there, then down into braids, and at the end of the braids, they too have on the tiny elastic hair scrunchies. I was able to take 4 hair scrunchies, 1, 2, 3, 4, and make them, we're gonna call them ruffled bracelets. Now, if you're lucky enough to be able to do this without cutting off your circulation, because I'm comfortable. They, in fact, are not even really leaving much of a line behind. And I've had them on for several hours. Just something, again, you never know what accessory you have can be used in a different situation. Even something, you know, you never would have thought of. How about ruffled bracelets? That's pretty cool. Now, the fabulous rings of the day. Still, thank you, Janet, for the nails. I so love this nail color and enjoying them so much. All right, this one in the middle, that's a glass ring I've had for a long time. The one on my pointer finger looks like eggs to me. I've always thought it looked like eggs. Gosh, so long ago in San Diego, well over 10 years, well over 10 years. And then this other acrylic ring I've just had forever. I've always appreciated its look. Okay, then on this hand, again, now both ring finger and pointer finger have the glass rings on them. I've mentioned on a last video or so that I did own 3 of the glass rings. And also then the acrylic ring in the middle, I've had that forever and a day. Those colors of rings are definitely working with this outfit very, very well. Stoked about that. Okay, love our outfit of the day. I have the phone plugged in. I wasn't sure how much power I had left, so I went ahead and thought, oh, let's plug it in. And that doesn't give me a whole lot of cord space to work with. It's kind of like, gee, Adrienne, not the smartest time to do a video with not as much. Okay, let's see, that brings the light ring in, so we don't want to see it that way. We'll just leave it like that, and I think we can do pretty good moving around. All right, so I said it's leopard, and I wanted to show you how I've been growing my leopard wardrobe. Oh, the only thing I didn't bring over to show you are I have fall winter gloves in leopard as well. I showed you these pants a while back. Okay, they're the satiny material, the red stripe down the side, and I just loved the idea of these. Something about them just tickled my fancy a whole lot. So it's a lovely pant with pockets. They are still online. I think you can find them with, it's either like a green stripe down the side that I've seen recently. Not sure in the plain. There's so many different leopard pants out there, but in the silkier fabric, I just loved these And I like the red stripe down the side. So this would be looking forward to getting tops to go with the bottom. My other bottom from TEMU are my typical leggings design, just a long straight leg. This is my favorite piece, this yoking in of a waist drop piece. That is my favorite. It doesn't matter that the elastic at the top of it is thin, thin, thin. It's sewn together very well and holds that part up, all that you need, with this wonderful, so comfortable, people, so comfortable, so soft. And I need tops. I wanted leopard print tops. Okay, let's put that one back over there. In my own wardrobe of outerwear to add to having bottoms to wear, let me go ahead, hang these over here. Yeah, that worked out, Adrian. Okay, I have this wonderful zip hoodie, and I liked how the pockets on it are gathered on the side and have a little bit of an elastic. Now I've gotten this, let's try it from this side, Adrian. I'd gotten this at Thrift. Look how cute. It's a very, very, very nice quality velour. Let's see, Kate Hill, cotton polyester, made in Vietnam. Like I said, I've had this for a long time. I liked that it was cuffed, not elastic. That was neat. And one of my favorite part of calling a hoodie an Adrian hoodie is when it's lined on the inside the same as the outside. No seam. You are not seeing a seam. So I know that that adds a whole fabric layer of weight onto a hoodie, but I don't think that that matters when you have it up on your head and such. But what an adorable, and again, this one was a soft hem, not an elasticized hem of any kind. But what a pretty, pretty, pretty piece that I'd gotten at Goodwill, people. Yay! So I had bottoms. I've had that hoodie for quite a while from Goodwill. And now I'm going to show you three tops that could be going with this leopard print look and outfit. I'm noticing how shadowy I am here. So hold on a minute, I'm gonna go turn on that light. Okay, I had forgotten this other piece of outerwear, this gorgeous vest. Now this vest is got seamed, you have two snap on the back to put it, to bring it in, to give a little bit of a more of a waist accent. And it is a princess cut seam on each side, so that's bringing it in. We have faux leather shoulder detailing, faux leather shoulder detailing, top stitched. Okay, now with the hoodie, the inside is black, the inside of the hoodie is black, and it's lined in the black. There are no seams. And one of the ways that you can tell that something is a little bit on the more expensive side, if you will look at this hoodie, it has seams. Let's move the hanger out of the way. They've created this with two seams down the back here, okay? So it's not just one and one seam down. This has sculpted it to fit the head better. So when you pull the hood up, it's more controlled around your face and the way it fits your head. It's not sloppy at all. Really, really nice. whatever brand Daisy is, that's this brand. You had self-pulling strings for the head. Now, if you didn't want to wear the hoodie, it actually zipped out. Another expensive touch, a zip out hoodie top if you just wanted to wear this as a vest without it. Also, pockets. Let's get there. Okay, so you see, once you would take that hoodie off, there is a collar. Okay. Take the hoodie off, and there's a stand-up collar, and with the beautiful gold hardware, and the zipper on both sides are trimmed with the faux leather. I'm calling it faux leather. I didn't look anything up. I've had this for a little while. Thank gosh for thrift stores. Just every time when you're thrifting, you get, what could you add to your wardrobe? Okay, there you see it with it zipped up. Okay, lovely, 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 just lovely. And again, then on the front, where's our pockets? It's side slash pockets. Okay, each side, side slash pocket. This is a beautiful, beautiful garment. And I don't know what I paid for it, but I know it was very little. I do not go deep in the pocket when I am at thrift, for sure. And that used to be always why you went to thrift, because it didn't have to be a deep pocket situation. Okay. And people, I was, pretty much a good 90% shopping at thrift for all of my clothing except, underwear. And, could buy, anything new that I wanted in life if I needed it. Shoes, I like new shoes because I'm looking for specific styles and such, and as I'm older they have to be flat. They had to be flat for years because I actually had surgery. The big toe on my left leg has a steel rod through it, and that meant flats. It meant, okay kiddo, it's time for flats. Let me show you the shirts that I ordered to go with what I've shown you already of what I own in the leopard print. In a silky leopard print fabric, look, long sleeve, V-neck, and not sure if this is a large or a medium. See if there's a tag inside. Sure is. Here's our little tag. It is a medium and 100% polyester. It has no give across the chest or anything like that. However, in the old-fashioned way of making tops and giving them more room with fabric that had no stretch, it's actually got a dart. And a dart is like pinching a fabric in a diagonal shape like this and sewing it specifically lined up from the pattern on when they cut it, and that gives you more room for a boob in the correct area. They're assuming that you're wearing undergarments and such like that. But what a nice V-neck, and this silky, not only is silky like this pant that I already purchased, I like the flow of the two of these together. I think that movement, I think their color story is going pretty nicely together as well. Yes. And the sleeve on this shirt in particular is what drew me to it. It reminds me of the sleeve on the green polyester shirt that I wore in a video several back that had the long sleeve, and we're going to be trying this on. It had the long sleeve. Get all that down and not hitting you here. That's the cord. Okay, we're still good. We're still good, people. Still get out of the way some. All right, let me stand up. Let's pull this all down, flattish, shall we? Okay, so I can start to pull this one down. And, okay, that is a deeper V-neck. I will wear a black bralette under it, so that will have a black closure there. But here you see these sleeves, and as a medium, it only just fits without that extra. And the way I can tell is the sleeve is short. The sleeve wants to, if it wants to be up in the underarm, then it doesn't want to be down to the wrist. So it's not the best dimensions. And I know that I paid like $8 or something, which is my definite higher end in a top. Okay? But I did. I paid like $8-ish. All right. You know, some days clothes just don't feel correct on you because you're hot or the lights are in your eyes or several different things like that. But when I go to put it together with the outfit that I want. But I liked the elastic fitted area at the bottom of the wrist. I think it just gives it a very, very pretty effect. And I'll be wearing it with the pants. I think they'll go really charming together. I really do. Okay, let's take this one back off. Okay. I definitely never am a large in the bust measurements and such, and often can fit what they describe of the medium, but you depends on how overall a shirt is cut, how deep is the armhole. That's why junior clothing doesn't fit an adult, because it's been cut for a junior body. Junior body meaning a shallower armhole, because they're younger. Think of those, our teenage little kid bodies and such like that. So they have a shorter armhole, and everything distance-wise is shorter because they're junior and haven't reached a full height type of thing. And that's why, for the most part, we do not fit junior clothing when we try, because the whole scale of them have been cut on a shorter overall body. Of course, I not only needed a long sleeve shirt, I was going to need a short sleeve shirt. Now this one I did get in a large and might have fared better with a medium, simply because, again, side to side here, the bust, you can see the curve shape that's happening under the arm. You can see that curve they've given, not just a straight cut. They've given you a very nice curved cut. The short sleeves, regular crew neck, and I think I'll have fun wearing this as outrageous with these, because you'd really get to see the extreme of a leopard pattern. I'm wearing those. Like it a lot. Or getting over into here, dropping my hangers. Of course, who wouldn't? Oh, Adrian. Okay, almost got it. Fell to the ground, grabbing. And the whole time I'm also holding on my ring. Okay, and again, I like the idea of pulling this together. You're really getting this rusty color here to go with this rusty and black. So the cream is the pop color. Get to play with this, looking forward to it. So yes, both tops could go with both bottoms. Although I think I like the knit with the knit better than the V-neck with the knit. Let's go ahead slip this on overhead. Again, made in China. This one is poly spandex, has that give. Gotta have some spandex. Okay. Okay, got that on over the head. Here we are. Now, okay, you can see the shoulder seam is slightly dropped off. That's because it's a large and not a medium. And that, how that affects, also then, we were looking at how that side cut goes. You can see it's a nice length. Fits nicely, it's just a little bit big, but that's okay with me on this one. This is fine. And will work with the pants fantastically. Wow, I just felt that go. Okay, I heard the earring go, because I told you they didn't have backs on them. Here it is, no problem, kids. Throw that over to there. And the last TEMU piece that I pulled together to show with this group, of course, how about the beige open weave sweaters. Now, I saw this on one of my Canadian gal channels first, and she looked so good in it, I ordered it myself. Because these open hollow knit, maybe is what they called them, hollow knit, came in many different designs. Like this particular one, that's called a batwing, okay? There's been no cut to create a sleeve to be set in. The sleeve has been cut from the top of the shoulder down, and on the underside down and down to the hem. So there's no inset sleeve. It is like a bat. It's called a batwing. I liked how the bottom has a really, really, really good knit. I like the bottom on that. Same, I like the good knit on the edge of the sleeves. Okay, and the shallow version at the deep V neckline. Let's put it on and see how it looks. Yay! Okay, here we are. Let's put this over. I'm going to loosen the tie on this to be much lower at the hip, as we would do in Hawaii, much more sarong, low on the hip. Let's put this over just to get an idea. Okay, let's see how it looks through here. So anything you're wearing under it, of course, woo, it's a ring light, is showing through. Again, this is the bat wing. We have the bat wing going. It's quite long. It's below the bum. So that way, if I'm wearing like this particular red dirt shirt, it's going to end about here. And this going under the bum would help cover the visible panty line, which apparently we're not supposed to have to worry about anymore. But did everybody get that news? I don't know that I got that news. Okay, so now we see red dirt through it. We see the legging color under it. Marvelous, marvelous. And let's say I have all these leopard accessories on. I could tie this if I wanted. And of course, one can always wear a scarf like a scarf. But many, many, many choices. Whew. It is warm with the lights and warm with trying things on. but I had a whole lot of fun doing it. I hope that you enjoyed it too. I noticed lately we haven't had any fun with like a question situation. So now that we've shown the clothing, I'll pull this back a little. Let's turn the light away so it's not so bright. Doesn't need to be. Okay. These are my conversation cards, right? They're called a collection of questions for deeper discussions. So good. We'll all have a question for deeper discussion together or to ask of friends and family. If you became a leader of a country, what would the press say about you? Ooh, I'm a leader of a country. No, that was going to be most important to me as a leader of a country is my appearance. I know you're all like, oh, Adrian, that's terrible. But no, I will be known as the most fashionable leader of a country. Nothing wrong with that. The fashion industry. Hi, Sassy. Hi, Sassy. My little girl, she's so talkative. Fashion industry is worth billions of dollars. So I'd much rather spend my time working with my cabinet, a big cabinet. After all, we have lots of things to put in it. My cabinet and I would be working on all kinds of reforms on fast clothing, which fill land, that's just land filler and this and that. So we would have some very important political issues to discuss. And we would just be known for our look, for our important decisions that we're able to make for our country. And my country, not only would they say how fashionable I am, they're going to say how kind I am and how thoughtful I am about all of the people being provided, not just the rich get rich and the poor get poor. That's not going to happen in my country, I can assure you. No, that's not where I'm coming from at all. I liked that question. Boy, I think that's a good one. Ask your family, if you became the leader of a country, what would the press say about you? All right, I dig it. I thought that was very good. Then, what were these cards? They really don't have a back. They just say nice things. They just say, okay, I like this one today. Today's thought, I can. Sassy, let us know. Sassy? Sassy, more to say? Okay. I can and I will. And that's the truth, because all we have is ourselves in the end. And I get to live my little life here being the, if not me, who? There's nobody else ever that's going to come up and be doing something to try and help me with anything. All right, I just put all that away. I thought that was fun. I'm like, hey man, we haven't done a question or anything in a while. So there, get it back into my wonderful Vincent box, which used to hold greeting cards in it when 20 years ago when I was working at the bookstore. Those were the days where you did a lot of expensive stationery to write on. Expensive. You're talking $10, $12 or so for a box. And this one had 4 different Vincent, and those that have been around now and again with me know that Vincent van Gogh is my favorite painter of all time. He's the painter of emotion. That's our Vincent. Vincent taught us so many different ways to appreciate looking at art. we were so lucky to live in a time that all the artists, Picasso, Vincent, Gauguin, Degas, all of them, they were just forging and forging and forging new painting techniques for all of us to enjoy up to this century and beyond. So when you see Vincent back there, you know it's because he's my absolute favorite painter. And lovely. I thank you for joining me. I hope you are all doing well. As ever, I am still feeling good. Today I had a good sandwich and a big bowl of fruit yogurt with pineapple. So those are the two minimal things a day. A meal, I called my sandwich a meal, and the yogurt and fruit a meal. That's a minimum amount of food I start knowing I have to have, okay? And I think I'm gonna have a snack, you bet. I love you all again and again. I'm feeling so much better. You've seen me through some of my worst days. March was a really, really hard month this year. And I thought, okay, April, I even pulled myself up from the boots and said, positivity, girl, make sure you acknowledge positivity every day. And now that I'm feeling better, again, getting off of a medication, Wellbutrin is very common to people as a word of medication. It's used for a lot of cessation of things. It was for a long time considered a very good drug for quitting smoking. But for over 30 years, I was taking it as an antidepressant. And now that I've been off of it over a month out of the system, and still feeling like this is what normal feels like. I'm grateful for that. I hope you all stop by again. I need you. I need you and I want you. I might have news of somebody that wants me to show their product. Wouldn't that be something? And it's an expensive product. It's from Japan. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Okay. More later, people. Bye-bye for now. Okay?